We just drove over 1,000 miles to pick up the cheapest Polaris 6x6 in the country. The plan is to use this as the base for a 300 horsepower 6-wheel drive mini Jeep. But before we tear this apart, I want to see what all the hype's about. Now there's a reason this thing is so cheap. It doesn't run. It's also got rust pretty much everywhere. It also doesn't have any brakes because it's a bum project. Obviously it doesn't have any brakes. But it has really good compression, so let's get this thing in the shop and see if we can't get it running. Now that we got this thing in the shop, let's take these plastics off and see what's going on. We need spark, we need fuel, and we need compression. We know we have compression, but those other two are unknown. So let's dig into this thing. It kind of looks like someone's already dug into this.
Well, none of these plastics are on right. Like, these should be mounted down here. Why is it?
And it's missing all of its bolts. And the airbox is disconnected, which makes me feel like the carb has already been fiddled with. The gas tank's not bolted in. Is it even connected?
No.
The carb's not connected either, just like I thought. We might have a bigger project on our hands, dude.
We might.
Oh man, I hope this thing has spark.
Yeah, if it doesn't have spark, that could be a pretty decent sized issue.
We got this thing for $800, so, I mean, we definitely didn't get scammed, but it is possible that it may need a little bit more work. So we got a new battery in this thing, and I went to connect the power cable to it, and it just started sparking like crazy, which means I think that power is connected to ground somewhere, so we're gonna check it with the multimeter. Look at this crusty thing that was in there though. Ew.
Crazy.
But I think what's gonna happen is it's just gonna say that we're connected to ground somewhere.
Yep.
That's not a good sound to hear. So it looks like the person who had this Polaris before us was tracking down electrical problems already, which is a big problem because there's a whole bunch of things disconnected. We've got two keys. One's plugged in, one is not plugged in. And I am kind of thinking that something is melted in this one. So we're gonna switch this over really quick and see if we still have that power to ground issue. And if we do, I don't know what we're gonna do because this is a rat's nest of wiring, dude.
Also, the one plugged in looks like the older one.
Yeah, this one looks like the older one. This one looks like a newer one. We also have two CDI boxes, which is what gives you spark, which is concerning because we haven't checked yet, but I would imagine we don't have spark. So, yeah, that's also a problem. But we'll start with the simple things. Switch the key over, see if we're getting power to ground, and then we can start trying to crank this and see if we get any spark. All right. Let's test it.
Let's try that.
Are we connected over here?
Yeah.
Oh, is it on?
Yes.
I think we fixed that problem.
Let's go. That's good. Okay, so we got the wiring issues figured out, we think. We switched over to the other ignition, and now it's time to see if we have spark. We're gonna throw this thing in here, and if we don't have spark, we might be in for it.
Hopefully we have spark.
This is our fate right here.
Ow!
That. Nope. That's a negative on the spark. I wish I was.
Oh no!
That's.
It's what I thought. Oh no, that's not good.
That's 0 spark.
That means we have to go deeper. Guess that's just what you get buying a 6-wheel drive in a field.
Be careful with that.
Man, it's funny because we're working on getting this thing started and we're not even using the motor. All right, let's see what the damage is. Burnt.
That's damage.
That's burnt. But this is what reads spark, and it looks like burnt and loose. Look at this.
Oh, I can smell it.
Look at this. It's completely shaft. It's burnt. All right, so we were having problems with the spark, pulled it apart, figured out that our pulse generator is absolutely destroyed, and that's just not gonna do. So we ordered one-day delivery, Amazon, shout out to them. They're gonna get it to us quick tomorrow, hopefully. But in the meantime, we're gonna clean this thing that's all rusty. I don't think it's actually a problem, but it'd just be nice to have a clean part to put back in when all the parts come. we're kind of at the mercy of Amazon. We're waiting on some parts to get spark, but while we're waiting, gonna pull this carb out and clean it because it's really jank. There's a ton of like maybe mouse poop in there or something. So we'll pull this out, clean it up, because even if we do get spark, probably won't run with this janky carburetor.
We got this thing put back together as best we can, but we're still waiting for some parts to get spark. So we decided to bleed the brakes, and we ran into a weird problem. Look at this right here. This sight glass is completely blown out. It's like someone hit it with a hammer. I have no idea. So we went down to Napa, got some quick sealing putty. We're just gonna shove some in there and hope it seals.
This always takes us so long to achieve, I don't know why.
We're not very good at this. Okay, these brakes are slowly working.
They are?
I can see them moving.
All right.
They're working.
They're working?
Yeah.
No way.
They're working.
Okay, premium. The brakes are all fixed up, which is great because our parts just showed up. So let's get these slapped in here and see if we can't get the 6-wheeler started tonight. Looks like an arc reactor.
What's an arc reactor?
You know that thing in Iron Man, dude?
That's because it's a miniaturized arc reactor.
That powers his suit.
Oh yeah, it does look like that.
It really does, but it also looks like a burnt arc reactor.
Yeah.
Put a new one in there. Okay, now we just gotta take this whole harness out.
Yep, put the new one in.
And then see if it fires up.
Dude.
Hopefully this thing fires up. All right, we got the new stuff on. It's time to slap this plate on and see if this thing starts. We really are out of options. This has to work, or we're not driving this thing tomorrow, which is not gonna happen on our watch. We're getting this thing started, so let's slap it back together and just pray that it works. All right, we're gonna test for spark. Do you want to pull it, Taylor?
Yep.
Wait, let me get my hands where they're not
Here,
gonna
why don't you
spark.
take this for me? Okay. If we have spark, then we know we probably just don't have gas yet. Oh my lord. That's so crazy.
Oh, we have spark! Oh, dude, we have spark! Yes! Dude.
Yep.
Let's show the people. Oh, dude. Thank heavens. Yes. Heck yeah. Spark. We've been working at this all week long. And, I mean, we post weekly, so everything we do is in a week. We were kind of thinking we might let you guys down on this one, but looks like it's gonna fire up. All right, we're gonna pause the video right there. We actually spent the next 6 hours at night in the cold fixing a vehicle that hadn't ran in 20 years. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this section. This was extremely unmotivating and I was starting to lose hope. But then something magical happened. We finally got this thing running. It was a pain to start. We almost gave up. Now we're gonna take this and the mini Jeep off-road and see what they can do. So we made it to our destination. Almost. Kind of, almost. We were gonna go up this really long road and find an off-road trail we can test these on, but someone came down and told us there is like a Jeep and a truck stuck way up this road somewhere, and they're not really letting people past them. So I think the best option is to unload here, go on an adventure up the road, see what we can do, put these two machines to the test, because this is the last time that they're gonna be two separate items.
Yeah, last time.
Then we're taking them and combining them into a beast.
I don't want to interrupt you guys' day, but I just want to come say what's up. I've been watching you guys for a minute now. It's supporting the channel.
Yeah, nice. Thanks,
Good to meet you, dude.
Good to meet you too.
Dude, it's a shit show up there. There's 30 cars about ready to slide off.
No!
there's a truck like mine getting ready to go off the edge, and then a Honda CRV right next to it in the same angle, and there's a bunch of, it's
You'll be able to get around.
You'll be good.
Yeah, we were like, we'll just unload here because someone came down and they were like, there's all these cars up there. I was like, oh man, is it icy?
Yeah.
Down it goes. This might be an adventure. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
We've seen like 15 people come down that road.
Yeah.
And they say that it's impossible to get up. So this is really a proving ground for this thing.
Big time.
And this thing.
I'm worried about that. Not even bad. I don't know if it's just me not knowing what these should sound like, or like if this is just really tired, but going uphill full throttle, it sounds like kind of like it's not like
Oh, yeah, that does sound like it's knocking a little bit. It's a 6x6. Obviously, it's not gonna let us down. Boy, was I wrong. We had no idea what we were walking into with this Polaris that seemed to just be getting louder and louder by the moment, and a mini Jeep that wanted to stall out, didn't really drive very well, and didn't appreciate not having an air filter on it going through these deep puddles. Oh, it's not starting. Oh, come on. I'm running into real Jeep problems here.
what do you? Oh,
We're running into some gas problems.
is that gonna be good?
I think it will start now. Let's see.
That's 10. It's about to blow up. It's smoking like the dickens too.
Dude, maybe there is a reason that we got this thing for so cheap.
There is a reason we got this thing for.
It is certainly knocking. It's really hard to start now. Doesn't want to go anywhere.
We've gone like 1.5 miles up the road, and very slow, like slight incline. It's really not steep. This thing's going like 5 miles an hour, and it has nothing more.
And it's slowing down by the minute.
And it's getting louder.
And the last thing I want to do is get a 900-pound six-wheeler that we need for our mini Jeep
Stuck out here. No, with nowhere to put it.
It's not worth it because we walked up the road a little bit, really didn't find anything of interest. It's just more of this road.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to limp our way back home. The mini Jeep's also having problems. It's really high idle, no brakes, and it's stuck in first gear. So yeah, maybe this wasn't the best idea.
I don't know. I feel a little defeated with this one, but as
Same.
long as we can get the things back,
If we can get back to the truck, that's a win,
that's
honestly.
a huge win. Moving again. It sounds really bad. Really bad. The 6x6 has gotten slower and slower, and the engine is knocking so bad it basically doesn't drive forward anymore. We were kind of expecting this to happen, but it's still a little disheartening.
And we're a ways away from the truck
We're
still.
a ways away from the truck, but we did bring a tow strap just in case this happens. So we're gonna see if this mini Jeep can pull this back to the truck. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Dude, it's like our only shot.
It's our only shot. And we have to get back.
We have to get
We
back.
have people coming down this road constantly being like, don't be here. We have to get back.
Oh yeah, dude, this is totally gonna work.
I mean, there we go. Release the slack, and I think it's got enough power to just roll it in neutral. I don't know why not.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Mini Jeep to the rescue. Hopefully.
Oh, this is working great. Oh my goodness. Woo!
All right, so we blew up the Polaris 6x6. It is totally done for, but that is completely fine because we have plans for it for our new project. But in the meantime, we're gonna NOS this thing and hopefully get a way better top speed. I think its top speed right now is something like 25 miles an hour. I'm aiming for 60. And we have another vehicle here. We have some people who have watched the channel and they have this go-kart out here with
It's an R7 motor.
an R7 motor. So if we could keep up with them, I think that's just gonna be great. We don't have any brakes, so we gotta be kind of careful, but we got a really long road and we're just gonna send it.
That's blowing this thing up.
Do you think it's gonna blow it up?
Yeah.
I think it's healthy for it.
150 shot,
Just straight into the carburetor.
a 150 shot, and a 125 cc.
Just jam it into the carb like that. Zip tie our connection, so it's
You
good.
want this tape? A little
I
extra?
think we're good.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go.
I think it's gonna blow.
You think it's gonna blow?
Yes, but that's okay. That's good.
Little faith. Yeah.
What the?
Oh yeah, that's. Oh, there we go.
Take two.
I thought that was a little too slow. Ready?
Ready?
2. I forgot about the no brakes. All right, that's it for this video. We just shoved a whole bunch of nitrous into this tiny little engine and it did not blow up. We spent a week on this Polaris 6x6 and it blew up. So what I've learned from today is I'll never be buying a Polaris ever again. If you have different opinions, change my mind in the comments.